Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office. Stage, nursery. Shh, sorry, insuring it shouldn't be a headache. Erie, #1 in the nation for highest satisfaction with the auto insurance purchase experience 6 years in a row. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person, like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
It's the Postgame Show. As we recap the scoring, bring you stats and analysis, scores from around the PSAC and Super Region 1, the Division 1 Top 25, and the latest on the West Virginia University Mountaineers and Marshall University Thundering Herd. Let's get it started as we go back to the field and rejoin our TV10 broadcast team.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome back to Rams Stadium here on the campus of Shepherd University. Nick Verzolini and Travis Smith here on the Palace Lounge postgame show. The Palace Lounge located on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg with a full lunch and dinner menu with daily specials in a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page as the Rams get the win here in the first round of the Division II, NCAA Division II football playoffs over Findlay by a score of 38-31. A great ball game throughout, Travis. And, just very exciting. A lot of great highlight plays, and this was playoff football at its finest.
Absolutely. You could just feel the electricity in the air. Every play was a big play. The crowd was into it. I was certainly into it. I know you were enjoying the game, and it's something that you wanted to see. You wanted to see teams having to battle through adversity. You wanted to see the big plays that they made throughout the year, and I think we just got a great combination of all of the above on that one, and that's the type of excitement that you can expect going forward with this football team. Findlay came here. They came to play. They came to win. They knew their shortcomings, but yet they made their adjustments to overcome that. Shepherd came in, not able to have their usual strong game in certain areas, but they were also able to make adjustments and make enough adjustments and enough positive plays to come out with a very tough win over a worthy opponent.
Yeah, definitely. And the ball game started with Findlay taking the first lead with about 11:54 to go in this first half. In the first half, Findlay took the 7-0 lead on the touchdown pass. And then Shepherd came back, would score 14 unanswered to go up 14-7 on Findlay. Findlay, though, would answer with probably the highlight, at least of our season so far in terms of what we've seen at this level. A great catch and run by Richardson, taking it into the end zone to tie things up at 14 before halftime. And that third and fourth quarter continued the hype of the first half. Shepherd able to win this one, though, 38-31. The big catch by Greg Leonard put the Rams up 38-28. It's a rule of catch. It's a controversial play. I have to go back and look at it because it looked like Findlay had came up with an interception, but it could also have been ruled incomplete. Again, it was tough to tell. So a 38-31 victory for the Rams. Again, ruled a touchdown on that play. Findlay got a big 50-yard field goal to give themselves a shot, nearly recover the onside kick. But then once the Rams got that, and then Bajan with the big pass to Wetzel, that putting a seal on this one, and overall a great football game that we'll certainly remember as one of the better ones this season, and the Rams will advance. And we'll have another game for you next week.
So one of the big questions coming out of this game is, what is Ponce de Leon's availability going to be for next week? Got ejected during this game for a targeting call with a big hit on the tight end that knocked him out of the game for Finley. So that's going to be huge if the Rams are not going to have him available next week. But the Rams, the biggest thing that they were able to come away with this game, they should come out of here with a swell of confidence because they weren't able to play their greatest game, but yet they were able to fight through adversity, and they know how to win. You can have all the talent in the world, but that intangible of just knowing how to win a football game, that's something that the Shepherd team has in spades, and they were able to prove it today against a very good opponent that challenged them in different ways that they haven't been challenged in this season so far, and they were able to fight through that adversity and come away with a big playoff win, and you got to survive and advance.
And the Rams did do that, and they'll either play the winner of Slippery Rock, or they'll play the winner of Slippery Rock and Notre Dame. Notre Dame was last leading in that game last time I checked. Spencer Dupuis will have an update for you on the Extra Point post-game show. But take a look back now at the stats, and then we'll take a break and get Travis's awards and then finish up this post-game show. But Winsler, the quarterback for Finley, he goes 16 of 31, throws 4 touchdowns on the day, 398 passing yards, so a 51% completion percentage, but only 1 pick from him. And we said this, I believe, in the pregame, but at least we talked about it off the air if we didn't say it on the air, that this would maybe be kind of like that Westchester game. And Winsler with a very similar performance to what we saw earlier in the season in that Westchester game, where he's not necessarily a guy that you watch and you say, he's an elite quarterback, but then he comes out and does some good things against this Rams defense and looks pretty good. But a lot of that, I think, in this game more so was on the receivers making big plays for him more so than what Winsler did. I mean, a solid performance from Winsler, but the receivers were really the playmakers for this Finley offense today.
Just they were able to do with the route running, their speed, and just incredible hands. So you nailed it on the head. Those wide receivers, they're going to make a lot of quarterbacks look good. Not that Winsler isn't a talent on his own, but those wide receivers are certainly going to help anybody out, and they made some spectacular catches today. And also just the presence of that running game, they were able to stick with it. So a lot of the plays that he had was off of that play-action pass. So he was able, what you want your quarterback to do is just take care of his job. You'll hear that from a lot of football coaches, and that's what he was able to do. They're not asking him to set the world on fire. He has a very specific role in his offense, and he was able to come up big in that role in today's game.
Ridgerman, he was the leading receiver today, 8 catches, 178 yards, and that 53-yard touchdown reception. Richardson, 3 catches, 101 yards, and that beautiful one-handed catch for the 78-yard touchdown. Schrader, 2 catches, 80 yards, and that 66-yard touchdown reception where he made a big play after the catch on that 4th down at about an inch. And then Clark with 1 catch for 19 yards and a touchdown. Running the ball, a little bit of a struggle for Finley today. 15 carries for Clark for 57 yards. Benson, 8 carries, 27 yards. You look at the totals, and it was 31 attempts for Finley, but just 80 rushing yards. A great job by that Rams defense against the run opposed to the pass, and that really helped them today.
And that was something that they needed to be careful of coming into today's game. We knew that they were going to play the tough run early on in the game, but how would they be able to sustain that pressure later on in the game? They were able to do that, forcing Finley to pass, but something that the Rams defense needed to be careful of was the play-action pass, and they were not that successful versus the play-action pass. Winsler was able to have a good day, and most of those passes were off of the play-action pass, so I think that they were so concerned about the run that they gave up some big plays in the pass game, and that really kept Finley in the ball game.
And then you look at it from the Shepherd perspective, running the football, a total of 38 rushing attempts for 200 yards on the day, 5 yards a carry. Finley just 2.6 yards a carry, so a big difference in this ball game. Shepherd's offensive numbers, quarterback Tyson Bagent, he struggled a little bit in that first half, but a much better second half. He finishes the day 22 of 34 for 288 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions for Bagent, but finishing strong, I think, is the story of the day for Tyson.
Yes, he was not one of his typical games, and you have to take your hats off to that Finley defense because they were able to force him out of his comfort zone. They did it with pressure, making him get outside the pocket, use those check down passes, and then they were also able to do it with coverage when they stayed back. But the most important thing that they were able to do was they were able to rally to the football and not give up a lot of run after catch, and that was one of the biggest things. So Tyson Bajan, again, he settled down, tried not to force it, and usually a lot of times when he's thrown his handful of interceptions, he's only had 8 or 9 so far this season, and most of them have come over the middle when he's trying to work that post over the middle of the field, and just the linebacker made an incredible play or the safety made an incredible play over the top. So he was able to settle down, and that's what you need out of your leader. Sometimes his fastballs are not going to be working, and sometimes you just need to be the steady hand on the wheel, and Tyson Bajan was that for that Rams offense in the second half.
And then some of the big running numbers on the day for the Rams. Ty Hebron leading the way, 20 carries, 124 yards. He did not have a negative rush in the ball game, 6 yards a carry and 2 scores for Hebron. Ronnie Brown goes 8 carries, 32 yards. And Bajan also running well, 5 times for 30 yards in the ball game. Chance Schwartz had 2 carries for 20 yards and a 14-yard touchdown run. Some receivers stand out for Shepard. Gontarek, 7 catches, 77 yards. Ronnie Brown, 1 catch for 57 yards. Jonathan Moss, 4 catches, 55 yards. Greg Leonard, 2 catches, 38 yards. Kind of a quiet afternoon for Ryan Beach, 4 catches, 29 yards. Alex Wetzel, 3 catches for 26 yards. And then some defenders that stood out for both teams. For Shepard, Ponce de Leon with 8 tackles on the day. Chris Lane, 8 tackles. Antonio Fox, 6 tackles. And for Finley, 10 tackles from Trombetti. Harris with 9 tackles and an interception. Stokes with 7 tackles. Jackson with 6 tackles to lead the way for the Oilers. And those are your Atlantic Security post-game stats. Dynamark Atlantic Security reminding you, don't be a statistic. Protect your family, home, and business with the local alarm professionals at Dynamark Atlantic Security. Call Ben Copenhaver at 304-671-2158. All right, we'll take our final break here on the Palace Lounge post-game show, and then we'll get Travis's awards for the game and wrap things up here from Ram Stadium. The Rams get the win, 38-31.
There's nothing like spending a week at the lake. In my experience, La Bella Vita at Deep Creek Lake is the perfect getaway. Owned by Martin, only 2 hours away. Whether it's lounging on the spacious deck with amazing views or relaxing in the hot tub, it just doesn't get better than La Bella Vita. With plenty of space for family and friends, this 5-bedroom, 5.5-bathroom home is the perfect luxury mountaintop retreat. Inside, you'll find an extremely well-furnished home that features 2 master bedrooms, an 85-inch TV for everybody, and a fully accessible kitchen and dining area with everything your entire family will need. Our family enjoyed roasting s'mores at the fire pit in the evenings, and by day, exploring much of the 3,900 acres that makes up Deep Creek Lake. The community has several excellent restaurants and lots of family and friendly activities, and they're all just a short distance away. For more information, visit the Facebook page or contact Tailor-Made Deep Creek Vacations and Sales at 301-750-2182.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast, and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood and Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
Welcome back to Ram Stadium. Shepard victorious here in this first round matchup and will advance to the next round with the 38-31 victory here today over Finley. A solid football game throughout, back and forth action. And I'm sure we got a lot of things we could go to for this one, Travis, but let's kick it all off with the Orsini's electrifying play of the game.
Well, no surprise here. We called it when we first saw it. I have to give the electrifying play of the game to Marlon Richardson in the second quarter with his big acrobatic 78-yard touchdown catch. Was able to corral the ball, just basically not even panicking at all as he's bobbling the ball down the sidelines. He's able to corral it. He barely outruns Ponce de Leon to the end zone, and then with his super strong hands is able to reach out over the goal line, go down to the ground, and not bobble the ball and get the touchdown. Electrifying play of the game, Marlon Richardson.
Yeah, hard to argue with that one. That's your Orsini's electrifying play of the game. Orsini's home store, not just an appliance store any longer. They're located at 360 Hack Wilson Way in Martinsburg, or visit them online or at Orsinis.com. All right, Travis, what about your collision of the game brought to you by Cody's Body Shop?
There were some pretty big collisions out there. One nominee was Ponce de Leon on the play that he got ejected for the game, but the one I'm going to give it to, it was a play that didn't get penalized, nor should it have been. Chris Lane, when he had the big tackle on Brian Benson in the third quarter, that was my collision of the game. That was just a form tackle. If you were putting together a clinic or a game tape to teach a young football player on how to tackle, you'd have that type of play. Chris Lane comes up on a hard running back to bring down, but Chris Lane made it look like easy work with his big collision of the game.
All right, that's your collision of the game brought to you by Cody's Body Shop, located at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg, family-owned, offering superior customer service and great pricing for a job done by experienced certified technicians. Call 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. Then finally, Travis, your WVU Medicine player of the game. It's been Tyson Bagent the past few weeks, but I think you're going to go in a different direction today.
We're going to go in a different direction today. I'm still going to stay in the Rams' backfield. This week is going to go to Ty Hebron. Had 22 carries, 124 yards, and 2 touchdowns in today's game. He's going to be the player of the game. He really was just set the pace of the offense. The passing game was kind of slowed down early to a good defensive game plan from the Oilers, so the running game had to pick up the slack, and that slack was certainly picked up by Ty Hebron, breaking off some big runs today, some physical runs inside. And at the end of the game, they were able to give the ball to Hebron and run out the rest of that clock. So my player of the game is going to go to Ty Hebron. Although I will give a special shout-out to Matt Wensler. He did show up and played his butt off today.
He did do that indeed. So that is your player of the game brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers. Leading healthcare here and everywhere. So that does it for our portion of the post-game show. We'll send it back to the studio of Spencer Dupuis, who will get you updated on some scores going on around Division II, along with that high school football game between Jefferson and Bridgeport, and probably some other scores from D1 as well. The Rams victorious today, 38-31. We'll wrap it up for our crew, Matt Miller, Donald Kinney, Harry Brown, Colin McLaughlin, Spencer Dupuis, and, of course, my color analyst, Travis Smith. I'm Nick Verzolini saying so long, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your Saturday.
Hi, this is Talk Radio WRNR and TV10's Rob Mario. My family first stayed at La Bella Vita at Deep Creek Lake in Maryland several summers ago, and we've gone back every summer since. La Bella Vita is owned by Martinsburg residents who've meticulously decorated and furnished this amazing mountaintop vacation home with breathtaking lake views that is only 2 hours away, featuring 5 bedrooms, 5.5 bathrooms, a fireplace, a large family room with an 85-inch TV, a hot tub, and multiple decks. There's lots more of the La Bella Vita experience to enjoy, including Deep Creek Lake itself, a 3,900-acre lake with 69 miles of shoreline. It's a great combination, and it's waiting for you. So take it from somebody who's been there multiple times. You are going to love staying at La Bella Vita at Deep Creek Lake. For more information, visit the Facebook page or contact Tailor Made Deep Creek Vacations and Sales or call 301-750-2182.
Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office, stage, nursery. Sorry, insuring it shouldn't be a headache. Erie, #1 in the nation for highest satisfaction with the auto insurance purchase experience 6 years in a row. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person, like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
Welcome into the WRNR TV10 studios for the Postgame Scoreboard show, brought to you by Home Helpers Home Care of Martinsburg, serving the tri-state area, giving care the way you want to be cared for. Learn more by calling 304-433-8000. That's 304-433-8000. Get you caught up on some Division II college football playoff scores as Shepherd's matchup next week. Shepherd gets the 38-31 victory over Findlay today, and Shepherd's matchup next week is coming down to the wire. 4:56 left in the contest. Slippery Rock trails Notre Dame, Ohio 33-25. Again, just updated, 3:39 left in the contest, same score. On the top side of that bracket, the winner of New Haven Bentley will play Kutztown. New Haven has the 24-6 lead with 11:33 left in the contest. Over to the other side of the bracket, West Georgia has a 20-0 lead over ranked Albany State, Georgia, 20-0. The winner of that contest will play number 1 Valdosta State in that region. Number 2 Bowie State all over Leno Ryan, 23-3 with 3:01 left in the third. And about 7:41 left in the second quarter as Newberry up over number 3 West Florida, 14-3. We're now to the bottom side of the bracket as number 4 Grand Valley State has a 13-0 lead over Lindenwood, 7:48 left in the third. The winner of that contest will play the region number 1 Ferris State. And then to the bottom of that part of the bracket, number 2 Harding has a 17-7 lead over Washburn, 36 seconds left in the second quarter. The winner of that game will play this contest that I'm about to speak of, 3:55 left in the second. Northwest Montana State has a 20-7 lead over Central Washington. Now to the final side of the bracket with 3:49 left in the third. Number 4, Augusta out of South Dakota has a 24-21 victory over Bemidji State. The winner of that will play number 1 in the region, Colorado School of Mines. Then in the bottom part of the final bracket, number 2, Angelo State has a 38-0 lead over Minnesota Duluth with 6:31 left in the second quarter. And a game that's about to kick off, the final game of the first round of the Division II college football playoffs. Number 3 in that bracket, Western Colorado against Nebraska Kearney. And that's the look at the scores from the Division II football college football playoffs. And we'll look at some high school scores locally. Jefferson down to number 3 Bridgeport, 41-14 at halftime. That is the final game for the quarterfinals of AAA. With Martinsburg's win last night, they're at the way that this game is going, they will host looking to host number 3 Bridgeport next Friday or Saturday at Coburn Field. We'll get you caught up with that on our social media pages when we know the time and date of the game. And elsewhere in AAA, number 1 Huntington gets the 29-13 victory over 9 George Washington. They will play their county rival Cabell Midland, as Cabell Midland, number 5, got the upset win over number 4 University, 46-26 last night. And go to Double-A as number 2 Independence got the 22-8 victory over number 10 Roane County. Number 14 Bluefield got a 35-21 victory over number 6 North Marion. And another upset, number 16 Fairmont Senior with the 33-28 victory over number 8 Robert C. Byrd. Currently going on in Double-A, looks like the final, there's some Single-A games going on today, but the final Double-A game going on at halftime, number 5 Polka has the 35-20 lead over number 13 Frankfort. Now we'll switch to college football action. Let me just quickly update the score here. With 8:31 left in the contest, West Virginia holds a 28-23 lead over the University of Texas Longhorns. that contest again in the fourth quarter. If you want to listen to that, turn over to the radio, Talk Radio WRNR 106.5 on the FM dial, AM 740. We'll have the rest of that contest and the postgame show from the Mountaineer Sports Network if you're interested in that. Marshall gets going in about 28 minutes. They're going to kick off at Charlotte. Marshall looking to stay in the lead in the East Division of Conference USA at 6-4. They're at 5-5. Charlotte looking to get bowl eligible in this contest. Now we'll look at some top 25 to round out the Home Helpers Home Care of Martinsburg post-game scoreboard show. And again, number 4 Ohio State all over number 7 Michigan State with about 13:40 left in the contest, 49-7. Number 1 Georgia 56, unranked Charleston Southern 56-7. Wake Forest, after taking a lead in the first quarter, they are now down 38, or excuse me, they are ranked number 10 this week. They're going to get upset by unranked Clemson. Clemson just has 3 losses on the season. That's why they're unranked. But Clemson has the 38-19 lead. Number 13, Oklahoma has the 21-14 lead over unranked Iowa State. 8:45 left in the contest. Number 25, Mississippi State 52. Unranked Tennessee State 10. Number 17, Iowa 14. Unranked Illinois 10. Close contest there. In Iowa, 13:21 left in the second quarter. Number 8, Notre Dame has a 10-0 lead over unranked Georgia Tech. 8:26 left in the first quarter. Game final from earlier. Number 16, Texas A&M 52. Prairie View A&M 3. Later on tonight on getting ready to get kicking off on CBS, the SEC game of the week, Arkansas, number 21 Arkansas at number 2 Alabama. 3:30 Eastern on the Big Ten Network. Number 6 Michigan heads to unranked Maryland. 3:30 on ABC. Number 15 Wisconsin hosts unranked Nebraska. 3:30 on ESPN2. Number 18 Pitt host unranked Virginia. On ESPN Plus, you can catch number 22 and 10-0 undefeated Conference USA matchup between number 22 UTSA and unranked UAB. Also, 3:40 game on ESPN. Number 5 Cincinnati host SMU. 4 p.m. game on ESPN Plus. Number 14 BYU travels to Georgia Southern. At 4 p.m. on the ACC network, number 20 NC State hosts Syracuse. At 5:30 on FS1, number 11 Baylor goes to Kansas State. And then wrapping things up here as number 23 Utah hosts number 3 Oregon. That's an ABC game at 7:30. SEC Network will have at 7:30 number 12 Ole Miss hosting Vanderbilt. Fox at 8 p.m. will have number 9 Oklahoma State traveling to Texas Tech. That does it for the Scoreboard Show, the post-game Scoreboard Show, brought to you by Home Helpers Home Care of Martinsburg, serving the tri-state area, giving care the way you want to be cared for. Learn more by calling 304-433-8000. That's 304-433-8000. Let's get one more check of the Notre Dame, Ohio Slippery Rock game before we get out of here. That's 2:07 left in the fourth. Notre Dame still has the 33-25 lead. So check our social media pages on TV10 later, as we'll get you updated on those scores. And that does it for the Home Helpers Home Care of Martinsburg post-game scoreboard show. That does it for today's broadcast.
You've been watching play-by-play coverage of NCAA Division II football featuring the Shepherd University Rams and the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. Today's telecast has been brought to you by Smallwood and Small Insurance, Milestone Realty, the Sutton and Janelle Law Firm, Orsini's Home Store, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, the Palace Lounge, and the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm. TV10 Sports thanks you for watching today's presentation of Shepherd University Rams football. All rights reserved.
Home Helpers of the Eastern Panhandle, making life easier for you, your family, and especially your loved ones that need their care. They are locally owned and searching for smiling faces to hire so that your loved one can stay in their home where they are the happiest. Call 304-433-8000 or visit homehelpershomecare.com/panhandle, or you can visit them at 3192 Winchester Avenue right here in Martinsburg. Each office is independently owned and operated.
Welcome to La Bella Vita, named for my Grandma Vita. Our mountaintop getaway honors her legacy while complementing the home's spectacular views. This recently renovated property boasts a breathtaking landscape of Deep Creek Lake while providing great open interior spaces for a sensational vacation. You'll immediately notice the great room allows for entertaining, dining, and relaxing after long days on the lake or skiing on the slopes of Wisp. Your family and friends will enjoy relaxing in all the open spaces. The home features 6 bedrooms, including 4 that are private suites. And each of the 4 levels of this home feature amazing visibility as far as the eye can see. Like our family, we hope you enjoy making memories here on the mountain. We love sharing the spacious, warm, and inviting home that overlooks the lake. Cheers to the beautiful life, La Bella Vita.